So based upon what I read in your complaint, so now we're understanding who we are talking to. So we're understanding that I understand you and you understand that I understand you. So you took this, according to your complaint, this $18,000, and you got a money order with $10,000 of money. And you gave the money order to your daughter to hold for you. You didn't put it in a bank.
That's not correct.
Well, okay, just a second. Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Cashier's check.
She was supposed to put $5,000 of that $10,000 into a CD savings, and that never happened.
I got a $10,000 cashier's check made in Shelby's name. She was supposed to keep it in her safe until we could decide what to do with it. That's what you wrote here.
And we made a decision.
That's what you said.
Yes.
Right. We opened up a joint checking account and savings account with the remaining $8,000. That's what you wrote in here. So she was supposed to take the cashier's check for $10,000 and put it away so that nobody saw it. And then, well, you could have given it to her. You didn't need a cashier's check. You could have given it to her. What was the difference between giving her a cashier's check and letting her put the money in the bank?
She was told to put $5,000 into an account. I have an agreement that is unsigned that Shelby wrote. These were our wishes. Together we agreed upon this. She did not follow any of these wishes. Now, unfortunately, the $5,000 was supposed to be put into CD savings. The other $5,000 was to be put into a savings account or a savings in her bank at home. And of the $18,000, I gave her $4,000 for her wedding. That was in June. I asked her if she needed any extra. She sure could have what she needs, but she has to pay it back. She's not paid it back, and she took all of it, because we wouldn't be here in court today if she hadn't taken it all.
You get a check every month?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
For how much?
$1,186.
And who do you live with?
I live alone.
Who is that?
That is my very best friend.
Where does he live?
He lives in the same building.
So the complaint is wrong?
Yes.
I mean, your complaint, your deputy.
No, my complaint doesn't read that way that I saw.
Just a second. Could you show this to her, please? That's her signature.
Yeah, but of that $8,000, $4,000 went to her wedding.
And?
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain. I did sign this, and it is right. However, there should be more explanation, and there should have been further explanation on my part.
Prior to May of 2016, when you went into rehab, I assume you were drinking.
Yes, ma'am, I was.
You were drinking sufficiently so that you went into rehab, right?
They did an intervention, and I was forced into it. I agreed to it.
Who did an intervention?
Shelby.
Is that right?
Yes, my family and I did.
So I would assume that the situation was difficult.
Yeah, it was very challenging.
Who took care of all of your bills prior to you going into rehab?
In the beginning, Shelby took care of my bills, but she paid them all late. So I took the bill paying back from her so that I would pay my own bills. Did you take your mother's
money?
No.
Did you take your mother's money?
No.
Did she give you a cashier's check?
Yeah, I have it right here. She was in the bank. She gave it to me. I held on to it for several months until we were supposed to decide what we were going to do. We mulled around lots of ideas. I never committed to anything because most of the time she wasn't sober. And then standing in her rehab in Scandia, Minnesota, sober as a dog, I hope, she told me, you can use as much as you need for the wedding. You do not need to worry about paying me back.
Great.
That is a lie.
Dismissed. We're done.
That is a lie.
We're done.
Judge, I do have a counterclaim.
And that's done too.